Just can't tell you how much enjoyment I've gotten out of having these white Dorper sheep out here on the farm. They are really docile, but more than that, I think it's that they're adapted to this part of the world. You see, they come from South Africa, and it really gets hot here. So they come from a hot, dry climate. I think they're well suited. They're not like those, some of the English breeds that have lots of wool on them. I think that would be terrible to have those type sheep in this environment. What I love about them is that they're really lawnmowers. They keep this pasture clipped, and in the winter it really gets clipped down low. We feed them a little bit each day, not much because they can get too fat. You want to make sure you take good care of them. And as it worked out, we're using the well house as a place to store their feed. So each day in the afternoon I come down here and give them a little bit of feed, and they love to come up here, and it's just fun to see particularly some of the new lambs. And we started with about 23 last year, and now 1 year later, well actually it's about 18 months later, we're up to near 50. Pretty prolific, don't you think? Now, I've had some people ask me, why don't you have goats? Listen, I love goats. When I was young, we used to have 2 or 3 around, and they were so comical. But out here, we really don't have the appropriate fencing. And goats tend to like to eat brambles. They're great for clearing off areas. And what we have here is really a pastoral landscape, and I'm more interested in keeping the grass mowed and kept shorn close to the ground. Now, I put in this gate because it works really well with the fact that we're using the pump house now as a feed room. Before, the fence just ran all the way across here, and I decided to put this little gate in just to make it easier, more convenient. Now, what we did is we started out by digging a generous hole with our little backhoe. It comes in handy in this rocky ground, and I wanted to make sure I got it in really deep. Then I used one of these 6x6 posts, and we cut it off at a slight angle so it would shed water, just like all of the posts all along the fence. We sunk it in, put concrete around it, and let it set up, and then hung this gate, which matches the same material. What we used was cypress because it's a local material and it's long lasting. And we made sure that the boards ran in sync with the boards of the fence, like you see here, and of course painted it the same color. You know, I can tell you it has made life with the sheep so much easier because of its association to the pump house / feed room now, and it makes it more fun to come down here and feed them at the end of the day.